next day. It is the next day from me making that sandwich, and am I so excited to eat that sandwich. It took so much work, so much effort, but I think it's gonna be so worth it. I was trying the ingredients as I was making them and thinking like, oh my god, this sandwich is gonna be amazing. So today's what I eat in a day is French inspired, because prepare to get sick of me saying this, but I'm going to France in May. And one thing about me is when I get a hyperfixation on a country, I am hyper fixated. This happened to me when I was in high school and I became hyper fixated with Japan. And I did end up studying abroad there and taking 3 years of Japanese in college, and then wanting to move there for a little bit, and I didn't end up moving there because I got into a relationship. Funny, because the same thing is like kind of happening with France. I'm just getting so hyper fixated on the culture and thinking like, oh my god, I need to move there. I know that I'm romanticizing the idea of moving there a little bit, a lot of it, but I have a Sagittarius moon, and this is kind of what we're meant to do. We're meant to roam, we're meant to go travel to new places, and it's part of like our personality that we want to be in different places. That's what I'm telling myself and making it okay that I want to move to France for a little bit. So today's what I eat in a day is French inspired, but don't worry, we're making it fairly healthy with some hormone healthy foods mixed in there, because that still matters to me a lot, and I am in my ovulatory phase. Because I'm going to the south of France, I got myself this cookbook of south of France inspired recipes. This morning though, I am just gonna keep it pretty simple, because me and my mom are gonna go get a coffee together at this little coffee shop that I used to go to when I was in high school, and I kind of like rediscovered it recently, and I was like, what the heck, I need to be coming here more often. It's so cute and cozy and like the perfect little hideout. Oh my god, I forgot, I'm taking this France culture thing, living in France thing very seriously, because I have my first French lesson at 10 o'clock and I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna finish getting ready and I'll see you at breakfast. First French lesson.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour Cécile, comment ça va?
Ça va bien, et toi?
Oui, ça va très bien. Can you introduce yourself in French?
In French. Je m'appelle Stacy, je suis américaine, j'habite en California, j'ai 2 pugs. Okay, so here's the good news. The good news is I was able to form French sentences. The bad news is that I am not able to work with the teacher I signed up for lessons with, because she says she only teaches students more advanced than my level. So I was like, oh yeah, oh shoot. That was my bad. I booked another lesson tomorrow though with a teacher that I made sure taught my skill level. So that was something I didn't realize I needed to do, but no worries. It was fun still to practice and to speak very badly French, but to just be able to speak it, because I've just been doing like Duolingo, and obviously you like practice speaking but you don't really, you don't have a conversation with anyone. So it was really fun. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it's really bad, but it's not like disgustingly horrible. I mean, my accent is très horrible. Even that is just, it's so cringe, but it's fine. I totally forgot I was supposed to leave these out at room temperature, and now it's lunchtime and I'm very excited to try these, so we're gonna eat them cold. I normally don't like using plastic, but this is all I had to preserve the sandwiches. Also, I was supposed to scoop out some of the baguette slices, but I didn't do that because I didn't want to get rid of the bread. Like, that's the best part, is the bread. This one smells like the albacore tuna one. You were supposed to do both with albacore with tuna, but I didn't have 2 tunas. I had 1 tuna and 1 rainbow trout. So that's what this one is. Okay, these sandwiches are so messy already. Probably because I didn't scoop out the extra bread. There's no way I can eat this entire sandwich, so I'm gonna do 1/4 of each. But let's do a reveal of what they look like on the center. That looks so good. Like, honestly, that looks really good. I got myself a plate. We're gonna do this one and this one. I am not a sandwich girl, but I have never been more excited for a sandwich. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Which one do I start with? They both look so good. That looks good. Like, I'm sorry. They're so huge. I definitely should have scooped out the middle and just like saved the extra bread, but hold on. I need to get more of the filling. That was a bite of mostly just bread. I really like that. That is a good sandwich. Really good. That it's worth the effort, honestly. It's like very fresh and light. Not fishy at all. Like, it doesn't taste like a tuna salad sandwich. It tastes like a very fresh sandwich with tuna. And I really like that about this sandwich. And the bread has like soaked up some of those flavors from being sitting there overnight. Okay, we have to try the next one. I have a feeling I'm gonna like this one even more though, because I made it with the smoked trout. Like, I've never been to France, but that just really tastes like France to me. It's really good. I do like the smoked trout better than the tuna. It was worth the effort. Definitely not something I'm gonna make every day. It was a lot of effort, but this is a sandwich you should try and take with you to the beach or sit outside in the sun and have a picnic. An 8.5 out of 10, which I think is a really high rating for a sandwich. Going to go get my nails done because look at this, and then I'm going to make a quick stop at a little wine bar to get some orange wine or this other type of wine called like muscat something. I don't remember what it's called exactly, because for dessert today I'm gonna do this recipe that is from the same book that I made the sandwiches from. It's cantaloupe soaked in orange wine, or this muscat wine, which I don't exactly remember what it's called, and sea salt. And I don't know, it just sounded really appetizing to me, so I'm gonna try it. After lunch, I had a quick meeting with my manager and we were talking about like my plans for Europe and everything, so it got me thinking about Roland Garros and Wimbledon, because those are like the main sources of inspiration of why I'm even going to France and England. So I go online to see how I am supposed to like actually attend these tennis tournaments. So I go online to see how I'm actually going to attend these tennis tournaments, and there's a whole long process that starts like months before the tournament even begins. And so basically, basically I missed out on the window that you had to like be able to buy tickets. So I was like, great, lovely. Oh, I'm getting cash from the ATM. But yeah, so I totally missed the window. I totally missed the window that I was supposed to sign up for these tournaments to get the tickets. And so now for Roland Garros, I have to wait for resale. And then for Wimbledon, cash money. For Wimbledon, now I have to wait until I'm there physically on the day that I want to go, and I have to wait in a line basically to buy tickets the day of, which honestly I think isn't as bad as the French Open situation, the Roland Garros. Roland Garros is the French Open. So I was like, all right, lesson learned. I'm clearly a newbie here because I had no idea any of this was gonna happen. It's fine if I don't end up going to Roland Garros this year, even though I'll be very sad because I just clearly didn't know what the hell I was doing. So whatever, lesson learned. I would love to like sit down in the stadium and like watch the players because that was so fun at the US Open. But just to be in England at Wimbledon, being able to like be with, you know, with the energy of the stadium would be amazing. And same goes for Roland Garros. Done. Very neutral, very short, very boring. But that's me. Short, neutral, and boring it is for me. Well, I spent $40 on this bottle of wine. Got a French bottle of orange wine, and I'm gonna stop yapping. Let's drive home and let's start making dinner. To sound like a pick-me, but I only had like this small glass of orange wine and I feel tipsy and I want to drink more, but it's a Thursday. It's not the day to be getting drunk yet. Look at her, she's so cute.